Hey guys, so for today I did my brows with MAC's Dip Down Fluid Line with the angled brush, and I'm just setting my brows with the Begule Brow Set by MAC. And next I'm using Painterly Paint Pot just to kind of prime my eyelids for our eyeshadow. This makes like a really good base for your eyeshadows. They go on really smooth and they help cancel out any color that you have on the eyes. And I'm just taking a little bit and priming my bottom lash line too, because we're going to put eyeshadow there. Next I'm just taking this Morphe G24 blending brush, and I'm just blending out any edges, and I'm setting the Painterly Paint Pot. Next I'm taking MAC's Brule eyeshadow, and I'm going to use that for my brow highlight. Next I'm just taking this MAC Sculpt and Shape Powder in Lightsweep and Shadester with my 224 blending brush, and I'm just dipping my brush into both of the colors and mixing them together because I like the way that it turned out, and I'm going to use this as our transition shade. And then using the same colors, I'm just going to take the darker one in Shadester with the same brush. I'm just focusing that more into the crease just to kind of deepen it up a little bit. Next, using this MAC foiled eyeshadow in Joy Toy. This came out with the Fairy Whispers collection. I love these eyeshadows. It's like a really pretty bronzy, like peachy toned brown. I'm going to be using this with a flat shader brush, and I'm going to be patting this all over my eyelid. For lashes, I decided to stack MAC's 48 lashes and this brand called KASINA, and I'm assuming it's a wispy lash, and I stacked both of them. They made a really pretty, natural, but very dramatic like lash set. I don't know, I like the way that they look. For my primer, I'm going to be using the MARC JACOBS Invisible Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. And I'm going to be putting this all over with a MAC Dual Fiber brush. I'm just going to blend that all over my skin. Next, I'm just taking a little bit of strobe cream from MAC, and I'm putting this on top of the MARC JACOBS primer just because I want my skin to look very hydrated and glowy, and this is the perfect product to do that underneath your foundation. It just makes it go on so smooth and so glowy. For my foundation, I decided to use the MAC Studio Fix Fluid foundation in NC15 because the Kardashians always have super full coverage, flawless skin. So I'm just applying that with a flat synthetic brush. This one's from MAC also. And I'm just applying this all over. So when I apply my foundation, I like to lay it down with the flat synthetic brush first. And here I am just kind of like patting everything out with Edit Cosmetics Kabuki brush. And I love how much coverage this gives me. It makes my skin look super flawless and everything looks very blended. Now I'm going back in with the MAC Sculpt and Shade Powder in Light Sweep and Shadester, and I'm going to use this to contour my cheeks. Now that my contour is all blended out, I like to go in with my concealer. I'm going to be using MAC's Prolong Wear Concealer in W15, and I'm going to be using this to kind of highlight and conceal. And to blend everything out, I like to use my beauty blender, and don't mind me laughing. My sister was making me laugh as I was filming this tutorial, so if you're wondering why I'm laughing, that's why. After my contour, I kind of like to take whatever is left over on my brush and I'll run it along the bottom of my cheekbones. And I like to do this because it gives me a more pronounced contour. And I like to just go back in and blend everything out with a fluffy brush. For my lower lash line, I'm just going to be taking Joy Toy again, and I'm going to be running this all along the bottom. And you can apply this a little bit more heavy just because you want it to stand out. Next, to set my concealer, I'm going to be using the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in the color Warm Rose. This came out with the Future MAC collection, and I'm just going to be putting this everywhere that I would want to highlight and set my concealer. For the blush, I'm going to be using this MAC Mineralize blush in Ray Beam, and this also came out with the Future MAC collection. And I'm just going to be placing this on the apples of my cheeks. So for the highlighter, you know, I had to go in with BECCA's Opal highlighter with a Morphe M510 brush, and I'm just going to be dusting this on the highest points of my cheeks, my nose, my cupid's bow, and I'm also going to be using this under the arch of my brow and in my tear duct. Here I'm just taking a little bit of mascara. Today I'm using the Rimmel London Lash Accelerator, and I'm just coating my real lashes so that way they blend with the fake ones a little bit better. For lips, I'm going to start off by using MAC's Subculture Lip Liner, and I'm just going to use this and fill in my whole entire lip. This is going to create a really good base for your lipstick. For the lipstick, I'm going to be taking one of my favorite nudes. It's called Honey Love, and I'm just going to be filling my whole entire lip in with this. And then I'm going to go back in with Subculture and just kind of blend everything real nice. And for the lip gloss, I'm going to be taking MAC's Mineralize Glass in Lapdog, and I'm just going to be placing this all over my lips.